Hello, termites. It's night 77. The t-shirts have been ordered, and not sure when they're going to arrive, but I'm on it. What are we drinking tonight? How about a little Jack Daniel's No. 7 Tennessee whiskey? My friend Jeff gave this to me. I don't like Jack straight, so I'm having a Jack and Diet Coke. It's not my drink of preference, but I think you should be impressed that it's 77 nights and I haven't run out of different alcohol from my alcohol closet. Turns out I have a lot less sweatshirts than I do bottles of alcohol. What's that say, termites? It says I have my priorities straight. Now look at this, termites. We've been talking about what are we going to read next. I think the votes are in for sure. See how many books I bought for this? We're going to go Loretta Lynn, Still Woman Enough. Because we all know the coal miner daughter's part. This is after that. And I've pre-read some and is well worth it. I also will not read this to you, termites, but you should all go get this book. It's called The Madness of Mary Lincoln. If you like books about crazy people, I feel bad calling her crazy because back in the day, she was probably just undiagnosed bipolar schizophrenic. But wackadoodle, you think Abraham Lincoln had problems dealing with being the president and slavery and a civil war? Then he comes home to cray-cray. Just get this on your own. It's hard to find. I bought it at the Mary Todd Lincoln house, and the lady was not happy that I bought it because she thought I was making fun of her. I'm like, no, I just want to know why was cray-cray institutionalized a lot? Okay, and then there's a lot of Dolly books, Tammy Wynette, and George Jones. This could be a tie with Loretta Lynn. Come on. He got hammered and drove a riding lawnmower to the liquor store. Took him an hour and a half to get there. And there's a museum about him in Nashville. And then there's a rooftop bar above it. All right, just throwing that out there as food for thought. The rest of it is Dolly. Yeah, Dolly. And then there's a little book about Lake of the Ozarks. I won't be reading that out loud to you guys. That's just for me about that. Let's go back to Tanya, though, shall we? We've made it the children are all going back to school, so they'll all be zombies to me. Whew. Okay, safety first. I didn't have much time to bask in the glory of this so-called comeback. Oh, by the way, termites, I had to, I played some songs on my video and I forgot about the rule, so they were edited out so I don't get kicked off the internets or yelled at. Anyway, if there's a weird edit, I did it twice, I forgot. It's so easy from your phone, you forget all that. Anyway, I didn't have much time to bask in this glory of this so-called comeback. The summer in between show dates, we were already looking for the song's follow-up album. I knew I had to show everybody we meant business, and they had to be as strong as, if not stronger, than the one on Girls Like Me. Wait, I skipped a page. One way I'd hoped to make my life more peaceful was to cut back on the club work in 1987 and do mostly the fair circuit. I love playing fairs, even the little country fairs, because, by the way, I cut my own hair. How does it look? I have to make a serious video after this, so a charity deal, so I had to fix my hair. I found it exhausting. I don't know how I'm ever going to work again. Whew, the blow dryer. Anyway, I like fairs, even little country fairs, because they're from family-oriented events. If I walk into a club, I immediately want to party, and that's what I've been doing. Like, I maybe have done that a few times on the road. I remember having too much Kentucky bourbon ale one time at the club in Kentucky, because it was so good. But nobody told me about the alcohol percentage. The next thing you know, I was hammered, but it was after my shows. And then I had pickle juice and Jameson in West Palm at the Improv there a long time ago, and whoo, Katie by the door. Delicious. Turns out I really just like the pickle juice the most. I could just drink that. But I don't I don't know. I don't go into a club and think, woohoo! I think, well, I have 2 shows. I better get this done. What's more, it's immediately just what I've been doing. What's more, I brought the lifestyle home with me when I'd get back from a road trip. Oh no, brought it home. Like lice or scabies. Bed bugs. You bring bed bugs home. You don't necessarily bring drinking home. Does your house feel like a club? Mine doesn't. Feels like a cozy, whatever. I'd come off the road and I'd be so tired I was about to die, and I'd sleep for a day or so, then hit the streets looking for a good time. That's my girl. You get back out there. Remember, she's only like 9 at this point. I'd try the third coast or the tavern on the road to see what was going on. Sometimes I'd run into the party crowd, and sometimes not. I really wasn't dating anymore, so my social life in Nashville centered around clubs where I could hang out with writers and sometimes listen to them showcase their songs. A lot of those times were just simple get-down guitar, drinking guitar pulls, and then there was the underside of Nashville nightlife. Whoa, what's that? That involved cocaine, which was still around everywhere in the late 80s. Yes, it was. I can vouch for that. Every comedy club. You'd be out drinking, and a guy would hand you a tape over a table, and it hit a cocaine under it. A lot of us were doing it. I'd be hard-pressed to say who wasn't, but I was one of them, and the fact did not escape my dad, who kept hearing horror stories about my party life out on the road and in town. Now she's just partying everywhere, just tearing it up. Home, road, don't matter. A lot of the things I did during that time were just other examples of me trying to shock somebody. Can't say I've ever wanted to do that. I drank too much, but it wasn't to shock anybody. Probably only shocked myself. Just an updated version of smearing my body with blood and pretending the family Doberman had attacked me. Remember that? One night, long after The Girls Like Me was released, I went to Third Coast, got coked up, and I pulled my shirt up over my head just for the hell of it. I didn't have a bra on, so that story hit the road fast. I can't deny that I'm an exhibitionist at heart. Well, at least she admits it. Another night, when Barb Shipley was in town, we went to dinner at Fason's, a trendy little restaurant close to Music Row, and I was doing my usual drinking and cutting up and laughing real loud. I got pretty drunk. When we left, I saw a cop standing there, and because I was feeling fresh, I turned around and stuck my rear up in the air and flipped my skirt at him. He laughed, and we left. I didn't think about it at the time. I knew I was partying too much. I talked about quitting everything from smoking on up to booze and drugs, but I didn't do it. By the end of August 1987, my dad was so worried about my lifestyle, he was taking steps to clean it up. Even though he lectured me every chance he got, I had no hint he was thinking about sending me away for help. What? Termites. I think she's going to get shipped off to a health club, as John Panette used to call it. Health farm. But I did not know we'd somehow lost touch with each other. What? Maybe it was the fact, she's talking about her daddy. Maybe it was the fact he was so worried about me and I'd felt a distance growing between us, and I felt like I wanted to address it with him. For me, beginning that kind of conversation is the hardest thing in the world to do, so I did it in a song. As I said, Daddy been a big Jimmy Rogers fan ever since I can remember, so when I approached him about doing one of Jimmy's songs for the album titled The Superstar Salute, Jimmy Rogers, I immediately accepted. Because I felt I had some things I wanted to tell Dad, I chose a song called Daddy and Home, which talks about a father who's also a best friend. How much does the ranch cost that Daddy upgraded to? That's what I want to know. Daddy appreciated the sentiment in the song, and I believe it only strengthened his resolve to straighten me up. The only way he could see to bring me home was to force the issue. But that year I was so busy, I probably wouldn't have recognized a Mack truck heading right at me, which was kind of what was going on. I played over 175 dates in 1987, a lot of them in clubs, and sandwiched in between, I was doing other work. I spent 6 months planning the 25th anniversary celebration in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. It seemed like I was always showing up for other people's ski races or golf tournaments, and I wanted to host a celebrity event for a long time. So when I learned that Steamboat would be celebrating its 25th anniversary in '88, I decided that'd be the perfect time and place. I've been coming to Steamboat since 1977 when I flew in with Bobby Brown for the Cowboy downhill ski race, and I love the town. Steamboat is not a show business type place like Aspen. Well, Aspen I would call at this point Euros and super duper duper rich. Even without celebrities, Even though celebrities do come to Steamboat, it's like the feeling of the Old West, which made it a natural place for me to hang out. Barb Shipley lived there, and I had other friends as well, including Billy Kidd, world-class ski racer, who is now the director of skiing in Steamboat. Billy agreed to co-host the 25th anniversary celebration during the summer of '87. We started planning the event. One of the first things I wanted was a showcase, songwriters show. Then she invited a bunch of people we've never heard of. Then she started thinking of a bunch of ideas. I'm just going to cut through this because this is all kind of inside baseball. Oh, another idea I got after eating one too many lousy road meals was a chain of Tanya Tucker truck stops where people could count on quality meals. Well, Tanya clearly has never been to Buc-ee's in Texas. You want to talk about a quality goddamn meal? That place is crazy. If you ever drive through Texas, just anywhere, put Buc-ee's in your phone, and there might be one on your route. I've never, ever been in a gas truck stop like that. I even envisioned become a real estate developer. The idea of the trucker building on Music Row sounded pretty good. I didn't get any of those ideas off the ground, but a lot of my developer energy went into the ski event. All right, well, let's go one more paragraph because we're on page 212, termites. Look at us. That August, I flew to New York to hold a press conference about the 25th anniversary. I played a show at the Lone Star to help generate some publicity. Then, American Airlines, which was sponsoring the Hall of Fame race at Steamboat, asked me to come to Dallas during the week of October 9th to meet with their executives and work out details for the Hall of Fame race. The timing could not have been more perfect because an old friend had approached me about helping him with his new Dallas nightclub the same week. Tommy Alsop had been a buddy since he was playing guitar, and I wanted to help him if I could. The 10th of October is my birthday. She's a Libra. What? I'm September 30th, which makes me a Libra also. So mother and dad came along. So mommy and dad are back on the road with her. All right, termites, we made it to page 213. What are you guys doing? Oh, that's the reason I couldn't say Night Night Termite on the one video, because I had to cut it because I played that song on my phone, Meet Me in Montana, which I won't sing because I don't want to get in trouble again. It was immediate notification. You have broken the rules! Oh my God. Oh my God. Meet me in Montana. I don't know. Look it up. It's Marie Osmond. All right, termites. You're going to hear it tonight, though, because I wasn't dumb enough to play stuff on my phone. And you can vote, I'd say, Loretta or George Jones. He did a lot of crazy shit. It could be a good one, too. This one, though, talk about some squirrel pie and shit. All right, termites. It's still summer. If you have children and you're sending them back to school, make them camp outside. Get one of those tents from, Academy of Sports or REI. They can live out there till November. I don't care where you are in this country. They'd be fine camping. Stay away from them. And that's it, termites. Pull your summer sheet up. It's still hot. Get all cozy. And know that you're a good termite. And for the chubby termites, I've ordered some 2XLs and some 3XLs. I did not go any higher than that. If you're higher than a 3XL, we need to have a talk, termites. And it's okay. I don't know if they make 4XLs. I didn't see that as a choice. I'm teasing. I did buy some, though. Larges, no smalls, no mediums. This is a night-night shirt, even for the women. I will be wearing a large. All right, termites. You're good termites. Most importantly, you're a worthy termite. And that's it. Night-night, termites.